Hey guys, it's Hima here, and I want to show you how you can still make money when your forecast is wrong. Today's Thursday, December 3rd, 2020. Now, an important reminder before we look at the charts that trading and investing can be extremely risky business. Therefore, it's your responsibility to evaluate any information, opinion, advice, or other content contained in this video. Here are the steps to keep in mind for how you can still make money when your forecast is wrong. And remember, a forecast is the meeting of price and time on your charts, and I teach this in the loss forecasting trading system. So first is to know what makes your original forecast wrong, right? The first step to making money when you're wrong is knowing when you're wrong. Then be on the lookout for new measurable cycles forming. That word measurable is very important because there are all kinds of cycles in the market, some we can't even see, but the ones that we can see are the ones we can make money off of. Then create a new forecast and compare against the original wrong forecast. And here I have wrong in quotes because you're going to see in the market we're going to look at today that I wasn't totally wrong, but it's pretty fascinating that even though my view of the market was wrong and the price action that I expected did not happen, the forecast could still make money. Lastly, trade as per your risk reward parameters, okay? We don't want to throw our trading plan out the window. That's not how you boost your trading business. So once you go through the steps of identifying a new forecast, knowing how it's set to play out versus the original wrong forecast, still make sure to trade in a safe way. All right, let's take a look at this on a market that's doing this exact thing right now. And that market is natural gas. So NG futures, natural gas continuous contract is what I've plotted here on my chart, which means the current front month is for January 2021. So here's what happened. And I'm actually so fascinated and excited to show you this because this is living, breathing proof of what I preach, which is you can make money even when your forecast is wrong. So let's revisit those steps. I've got them off to the side to make sure I go in order with you. All right, know what makes your original forecast wrong, okay? Now, in the original forecast I had in my Q4 skinny market outlook for nat gas, right? I knew, and traders who use the loss forecasting trading tools would know, that breaking below these June lows would have made my forecast wrong. Now, my forecast was for the date of December 7th, but it was for a high to form, okay? So what ended up happening is that at the time I wrote the report, so this is October 9th, that's this gray vertical line, I talked about price going higher. In fact, the words I used, and you can check your Q4 2020 copy of the Skinny Markets Outlook if you have access. I said, futures have since traded down towards the June 25th, 26 lows back here. While beneath the September 24th high, that's this guy right here, the outlook is for futures to return to the June 25th, 26 lows. If futures instead break above the September 24th high, I'd watch for further gains back towards the August 28th high. And August 28th is this guy right here. So what happened was I was expecting weakness at the date of this vertical gray line. It didn't happen. In fact, the price action that continued to unfold was reflective of a time pattern that I teach in my GAN 1-1 trading pattern system. Okay? And it would have warned you of building strength in this market, and the safest place to enter would have been on these subsequent 4 bars here in mid-October. Now, that means the forecast was wrong for downside price. Instead, we got upside. But here's the crazy thing, guys, all right? So we move on to step 2. Be on the lookout for new measurable cycles forming. Once this price action lapped, we didn't get back up to the August 28th high, right? Came until October 30th and capped out. Notice this was also with the RSI power zones holding the bear resistance power zone. Now, when this occurred and price started falling again, this is where you can be on the lookout for new measurable cycles forming and create a new forecast, step 3, and compare against the original wrong forecast. And here's the crazy thing. When this new high here formed and you created a new forecast, it also would have given you December 7th. But this time it would have told you December 7th for the formation of a low in price, that futures were likely to decline into December 7th. Would you have liked to know that on October 30th, nat gas was likely to decline, and not only that it was likely to decline, but into what date and into what exact price? I mean, wouldn't that be awesome? Well, that's exactly what I teach in the loss forecasting trading system. And like I said, even though the prior price action was wrong, the Gann patterns here warned you that that was the case and would have allowed you to stay out of the way of any further shorting in this region. All right, now let's look at how this unfolded. Remember, I said step 4, trade as per your risk reward parameters. So once this new high formed and the new cycle is calculated, and it basically reinforced this December 7th. So I'm just going to make the line thicker because it's 2 cycles coming to play here. Price action has been falling. And like clockwork, we have seen multiple drives lower. And if you don't know what a drive is, that's how Gann looked at basic price action. I go deep into that in Gann 101 trading pattern system. And now, guys, for all of you, for the whole tribe, I'm going to give you the forecast. We know the date. It's December 7th, and I'm going to give you the price forecast right now. All right, here it is, 2.477. Notice that's not very far from where we're at. And this intersection of this time aspect of the forecast and this price aspect, that little X marks the spot right there, that's what a forecast is. It's pinpointing actual points of price and time on your chart that can be like magnets attracting price to them. And the beauty here, guys, this is an amazing example of even when I was wrong with the original forecast, it ended up allowing traders following this analysis, following this report, using these tools to still be able to make money on the forecast that was made 2 months ago. Because a new forecast emerged, and again, I gave you those 4 steps. Remember, knowing what to do when price action, time, momentum don't go your way can be just as important and just as profitable as when you got a beautiful textbook example. Catch you on the inside. You can sign up at the link to get my hot, timely, actionable updates as soon as I publish right to your inbox.